Yo, yo, yo. Hello, everybody. Oh, let me just check everything's working okay. Just let me get some music going. What was the music I used last time? This is one of the problems with streaming is you can't... Everything has to be something about DMCA, I think. I can't play anything streaming. Let's do a DMCA. Stream Beats by Harris Heller. Right, let me just check what we're doing. Give me 1 second. Yo, Adam, you okay? Right, I'm back and I'm almost ready. Time to get cracking. Got some nice green tea, if anyone likes green tea. Right, let's have a little look at what we're doing. Just take that a second. So last time we did a basic inventory system, a trading system, sorry. Which is kind of what we've got here. We've got a very basic trade screen, which I think we're kind of okay with. This is what we need to do. We've got add dungeon, we've got the first quest, XP leveling system, and then... Yo, Miggy, I don't know how to say your name, but yo, how you doing, bro? Yeah, thanks for that. Welcome to me actually here. You okay? So the first quest, okay, I want to refactor the trade to component, to a component. Okay, components. So we've got two things that we could do today. We can either refactor the trading, so it's a component, rather than just kind of being hard-coded. If you guys aren't familiar with what happened last time, we made a trade screen. Everything's still working. We made a trade screen with Cactus Jack, but we kind of just hard-coded it in for him. Kind of make that into a component right now, or we can make chickens run away. So I think maybe the refactoring is the easiest thing, and making chickens run away is going to be another thing. Let me just go to main menu, settings, master volume turned down a little bit. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about as well, Adam. But I think I've figured out how I want to do it a little bit with the... Oh, God. Okay. God, I've got this huge error as well. I've got I've got 400 errors right now, which is good. If anyone's wondering why we have these errors... Wait, why do we have the errors of the first trade? I guess that's one thing to check out. Might as well do that later. Yeah, it's a good shout, Adam. I think maybe putting something new might be a little bit more fun. I'm very, very new to Godot, so I'm trying to follow a tutorial. Oh, nice, Maji. Yeah, if there's anything that you would like kind of explaining or anything, just give me a shout. I'm looking to make some nice, simple tutorials soon. Do you swap folders? Did you swap folders and stuff to organize? Pathing might be screwed. No, I know what this error is. This error is that... So if we go to... Back into trade stuff. So we have trade. We have the trade screen here. And this has an inventory, and then it has a slot. It's something to do with these signals. So you see here, signal is already connected. how I set up the signals. I'm essentially trying to reconnect the signal every time. I'm like reusing the signal. Right, so if I'll put these here as an example. Last time we could delete all this. I'm reusing the signal, but I think every time I open up the trade, I try to reconnect again, but they're already connected. So I need to clear signals. Godot. So yeah, because essentially how I've got it structured right now here, the trade screen is always on, and I just make it visible and invisible. But how I've set it up is it tries to recreate it every time, and that's the problem. So I either need to reuse it or destroy it and then make a new one each time, which might be easier just to destroy it. So it's not a big thing, but when you got 400 errors every single time you run it, it's not ideal, is it? So look where we got them. So we've got trade screen. Okay, cool. So when I load the inventory, I connect the signals again. Godot, check if signal is connected. I think this might be a problem as well. I always misspell or lowercase a letter by mistake. Yeah, that's always a big problem, especially in Godot where it's like very softly typed, so you can kind of do anything and it will try to run it, which yeah, I made that mistake last time with inventory with a capital I, and so apparently here there is a function called isConnected, returns true if a connection exists for a given signal. Target and method. Yeah, this is a problem with like JavaScript or Python, stuff like that. If you do maybe like anything else that's got a bit more strongly typed, then you'll the compiler will catch that a bit more often. Right, so let's just have a look. I'm just thinking how to solve this. I think the easiest way maybe is instead of making the trade screen visible and invisible, I just create a new trade screen every single time. So if I do onReady var trade scene equals load equals preload trade. Do I need to do onReady for this? Maybe I don't need to do onReady. Maybe I don't need to preload it at all. Let's just do on start trade we load this, and this is a packed scene. Oh. So instead of having a trade that's always here, if instead of having a trade screen that's always here, I'm going to just create a new one each time and then delete it rather than toggling the visibility. I think that'll solve this issue anyway. If you drag the scene into the script and hold control before you drop, it'll auto create. Okay, wow. Let's have a look. Hey. Hold control before you drop. Oh, damn. Okay. Wow. So if you hold control before you let go. Wow. Okay. Nice. Damn. Okay, Adam. Oh, shit. I've just closed the chat. I've just closed the chat. How do I open the chat back up? You just closed a dockable window. If you'd like to show it again, use the docs menu on the menu bar. Oh, there we are. Yeah. Oh, nice. Yeah, cool. If you drag and drop it, it'll just call the path name. Nice, Adam. That is a cool tip. There's a lot of like little things in Godot where if you know the trick, it's really handy. It's not very clear sometimes. Right. It says delete this trade thing. We don't need this trade thing. But what we do need is we need the canvas layer. And we can do that with the control. Boom. Oh my god. Adam, that's awesome. Love that. Thank you. Yeah, that saves so much time. Oh my god. Okay. So we have this. And then we just want to do canvas layer.add child. Canvas layer.add child. And we'll do trade scene. Okay, so we need to add scene here, right? Add. Oh, I think we need to make an instance of this, right? El Teco Official, yo! Welcome to the stream, bro. Trade scene. What is it? Initiate? Create instance. El Teco, I recommend using snake case instead of Pascal case. Yeah, this is something that we've actually talked about a few times, is standardized naming conventions in Godot, because I do use snake case for the most part, but there's definitely been times where I've kind of deviated from that. Depending on like if I follow a different tutorial, everyone's kind of different, but I wish this was enforced a little bit, but at some point I might have to go through everything and redo it. So Godot initiate practicing. Oh, is it not instance, is it? Var ts equals. Oh, is that why it's not doing the autocomplete? The initiate. Wow. Okay. Damn, you guys are coming in clutch right now. Okay, cool. And then I guess it'll be ts.startTrade. And then in the trade screen, I need to destroy the window when we're finished, which will be on button pressed here. So let's rename this exit button. How you doing, El Teco? I've seen your comments quite a few times. Yeah, thanks for all the support, man. It's good to see you. And then let's go edit on exit button pressed, connect. Let's do Q3 here. Q3 so that we delete the trade screen. Right, let's see if that works. And let's see if we get less than 400 errors. I have a feeling it's not going to work. Hey, no, oh. Okay, oh, that does work. Why does that not? Why does that not? Huh? That's interesting. Oh, okay, I got only seven errors this time. Oh, we don't need this anymore. We delete that. Thanks, Godot is my primary game engine, so I learn a lot from mistakes. Yeah, man, that's awesome. Thanks for sharing them. You have to join the Discord and you have to show us what the stuff you've been making is like. It's always interesting to see what other people are making. So this is just going to be a node, I believe. So let's just have a little look why. So I should at least get rid of the errors. That's strange how it doesn't exit straight away. That's really strange. What is that? Void. Let's just put something here. This is okay. Let's have a look. Okay, so it's going through. It's not. Here, Q3. Why does there seem to be like a little bit of a lag on the Q3? Godot. Q3 lag. I think I'm doing too many at once. Try freeing nodes slowly over time instead of freeing them all at once. Alternatively, hide nodes instead of freeing them. Ooh. No, I don't have Adam. It seems just that I think it's because I have the trade screen, I have the inventory screen. Because I have the trade screen, I have the inventory screen, and I have slots, and I have a bunch of signals on it. I think it's just lagging. So I think if we do visible equals false, then Q3, that'll at least make it look like it's doing it quickly. Which should be okay. For now, at least, I think. So if we do that. Oh, okay. That's bizarre, isn't it? Typing it just to a node is a very bad idea. So LTech, for this, because this, do you mean make it a class name here? Is it class name trade? And then I believe it's here. That's really strange. I don't know. I thought I understood what was happening here. I don't understand why there's a lag now. Like, these buttons have no lag. Visible equals false. I don't need to restart that. I'm still not sure what game I want to make. I know it's going to be 2D. Well, that's the thing, Midgie. If you're just learning Godot and learning different things, I'd recommend just trying different sort of stuff. Make some like simple games. Doesn't have to be very complicated. Just try different things and get used to maybe different like input types, different game types. That's what I did for quite a while time. Not talking about class name, however, that's still a good idea. However, when referencing your nodes, don't just type them to node, but to its actual type. Yeah, generally I do that. So if I know what the type is, but say for example this trade scene, I don't know what this type would be unless I gave it a class name, if that makes sense. So if it's a default scene, I'll just I could use scene maybe. No, control node. Try calling the on exit button in the script. I don't know if that would do anything. It should be okay. So if we go into here and I just print out pressed. I don't know if it's just because there's loads of signals. Maybe there's just so many signals that it's causing a little bit of lag. But if I go in here and press pressed, it should be quite quick. Or it should be. We should be able to see that I'm pressing it. So if I go here, so it's pressed, and it should make it visible, invisible. Sorry, but it doesn't seem to do that. So example is instead of using already var example node control node, then use already var example node. Then use already var example node, replace with the type of your node you're referencing. But do they by default have a type though? So say for example if I have this trade.tscn without the class name, can I still? Oh, I can just do control, right? Okay. Is that what you mean? I can use like control, for example. Like that. I was sitting here, I was like, oh, I don't know what the type is. And then if you just look at the thing, you can at least see where it extends, but preload handles type of view, and also preloading every time you want to spawn an object is a terrible idea. Yeah. Oh, is that? Do you reckon that's maybe why it's pretty strange? This is so bizarre to me because right now I have a button that's connected, and when I press it, I get pressed. For some reason, why is this not making it invisible? And why is it not keyfreeing it? I pressed it twice. Pressed it 3 times. I press it 4 times, then it works. What? I don't think self is the thing, is it? Or is it? Self not visible. Well, we could try that, but it's strange that it clearly it works when I press it 4 times, but it. What's this? Okay, that did it 2 times then, which. Yeah. That's like also loading every time you want to do it. No, you are correct there. I need to load it once and then just make an instance of it every time, right? Yeah. Nice. That doesn't solve the why the button works if I press it 4 times issue, but it's not a big deal. I could look into that maybe a little bit later when... What the hell is going on with that? Let's... Visible equals... But yeah, Alteco, like I said, you have to jump in the Discord and you have to show me some of the stuff that you've made, because it sounds like you've been doing Godot for quite a while. So it's always nice to kind of see what people are up to and stuff, and kind of share knowledge. Right, let's see if mixing it round works. But there's something very strange going on here. What the hell? Setting visible isn't working. Ooh, try breakpointing. Okay, that's gonna be something I've not done too much. Next time you can use constant. They don't require typing and can't get modified. Yeah, nice. No, thanks for the tip. It's okay, so we go to the breakpoint. Okay. So we have self here. Is there any way that I can look into self? Do I need to like step in or something? No, that's clearly not what I wanted, right? I'm not too familiar with the breakpointing within select inspector. But I need to rerun this because I've already stepped past it. Select inspector. Was inspector, sorry? I'm a little... It would appear that I'm a little bit blind. MISC monitors visual profiler. Visual profiler. At the right. Oh, okay. Ooh, okay. Awesome. Okay, so visible on. So if I step into, is it going to step into it, right? But if I do self, so visible's off. I'm guessing at this point it should change in the actual display, right? So this should, if this was not visible, this should not show, right? So why is that a thing? Why is visible? For controls that inherit pop-up, the correct way to make them visible is to call one of the multiple pop-up functions instead. This is so bizarre to me. Hey. What about if I just do ts.visible false? I'm guessing this won't show now. Okay. So that clearly works. There's a few things. What were we? Hi Lucas, you okay? We're currently trying to debug why something won't go invisible. Or it does go invisible, or it does after a little while. But so we got the inspector, we go to the object here. But we know this already, we know that it turns visibility off. But if I continue, ooh, tracing hide, okay. And again, I know one of the problems with this is I have a lot of signals. So if anyone wasn't here last time, I have a trade screen here, which is essentially 2 inventories, and then a whole bunch of slots. It's like this. And each slot has a signal on it that'll send it back to the inventory and send it back to the trade, so that I could track if buttons are being pressed on the individual slot. I'm guessing that's why it's slow to Q3. But yeah, let's try this hide function, see if that makes any difference. It's a strange issue. Usually things are quite... Let's go over here. Usually this sort of thing is pretty painless in Godot. I'm not run into anything like this before. Okay, just breakpointed so I can't see. Let's continue. It's still... It's a shame. It says the button's pressed, so we've hit this, and we've hit hide. Then why is it not showing? What the fuck happened then? Oh, sorry for my language. Okay, it's not like a big deal. I could sort this out at another time, but... It's just bizarre that it seems to work after a little while. One second. Try the remote scene tree near local where the game is running. Okay, do I need to add a breakpoint for that? Or just start it up? Oh, do I need to system in here? Debug canvas item redraws? So what's this then, sorry, Altec? Try the remote scene thingy-mabob. Why is this doing it to me? Why can't it just not be visible? What have I done? I must be doing something fundamentally wrong here for this not to be doing it. Control node isn't going. Control node visible is not working. Godot. Near the left bottom. So what did you say? Sorry. Try the remote scene. Oh, okay. Wow, it's like... Damn, you are really bringing out all the good information right now. So what actually is this? Is this showing me what is happening in the game right now? Oh, okay. So I have a control 7, 10, 13, 16. Oh my god. Okay, why do I have 4? Oh my god, am I just opening 4? So it is working. I just have 4 inventories open. Okay. Okay. Right. Let me just... Why do I have 4 inventories open? Wow. Let me just save everything. Okay, so that's an awesome tip, sorry, Elteca. The remote thing. That's awesome. That's so helpful. Thank you so much. Okay, so I open this. I have 4 controls open. Well, that's... On start trade. Am I doing this too many times? Oh. Oh, no. Sorry, I thought I misunderstood something. Why can I not breakpoint right now? Oh, okay. Damn, Elteca is coming through clutch with the debugging right now. Right, let's see why I've got 4 trade windows open. If we can figure that out. So remotes. Damn, it's such a cool tip. So right now, I've had 1 start trade. Come say to add child. I've breakpointed at the wrong point. Let's see if I can add in a breakpoint. Oh no. I think we want this actually. New home, TCM. Okay, yeah, we're calling start trait. I've got a signal. I've opened 2 now? Oh no, I've just got... Right, let's go again. You can now click unpause. It's got to be something to do with the signal, I imagine. So that's 1. Which, if we step over, we'll have, or if we continue, or whatever, we'll have 1. We should have 1 here anyway. Right. Oh no, remote, sorry, my bad. So we have 1 trade here, and then we've hit it again. Are you opening within the inventory and then opening again within the trade scene? Well, this file is like my main scene, and I hook up a signal. So on start trade, I hook up a signal, but let me have a little look in Cactus Jack and see what's going on with him, because he's the one who fires the signal. So, ooh, okay. Okay, is something happening with the interaction when I click interact to do handle multiple interactions? So if actions pressed, I think I know what's going on here. Is that because I have this in the process function, when I press the space bar, it processes it multiple times. And so I imagine if I go in here and I press, if I hold down the space bar, we're going to have like 200 scenes. So that's the issue here, is I'm handling interactions within a process. I assume the best way to handle that is use the unhandled input, I imagine, as opposed to using process. Right, let me just go back into here. So I think we know what's going on now. Action pressed instead of action just pressed. Well, I think what's happened, what happens is because I'm in process, it checks every frame if I'm holding down the spacebar, and if I am, it will. Oh, maybe it's action pressed. This might also be a way of handling it, yeah. But I think the problem is that I'm handling input in the, or at least handling input here in process. Maybe I might have to do some checks. But let's have a little look if I think this is it. Wow, what a wild ride down debugging. Let's press it loads of times. Yeah, that's the issue there. Yeah. I guess the good thing is, I did know about this at one point, handle multiple interactions, because I knew that, yeah. I guess one janky way of solving that is just to do, look. I mean, we try to do func unhandled input instead. Func unhandled. If event dot is action pressed, UI select. Let's just do that. I guess that's input event. Just have okay. We're still going to have, even if I do it in the unhandled input, we're still going to have the problem where if you press spacebar multiple times, it will do it. So I need to check if we're currently in a trade, basically. And if we're currently in a trade, don't open the trade again. But wow, that was a really good lesson in terms of using the debugger. That was awesome. I guess that's why you do it, really, isn't it? Okay. So let's see if this stops making. Okay, yeah, we don't need this. I need to rethink about how I handle the inputs, because this is something that I did when I first started making it, and I haven't really looked at this at all in 20 hours probably. So there's a lot of things I need to go over here. At some point, I'm going to do the great refactor. As soon as I kind of understand where I'm at with everything and what I want to do, I want to go through everything and just probably spend a whole bunch of time just refactoring everything and getting it all kind of set up nicely. Cool. Right, so let's give this a whirl and see if this works. Or if it works a little bit better, rather. Wow, this remote debug is so nice. So here, we only have one trade. It's looking good. And it closes. So that's good. If I press enter again, it'll create another one. But that's fine. We expect that. We don't handle that. Me too. Okay. I guess the question now would be where to var is in trade equals false. Let's just do a quick little check for here. Okay. If global dot in trade return. Okay. Let's have a little look and see if that's a little bit better now. So, we have 1. Much better. Okay, well, I know why. Dot is in trade. We're not setting the variable. We're checking the variable. We're not setting it. And then in trade, we need to then, when we destroy, we don't need to hide it anymore. We just Q3, and then we can do global dot is in trade equals false. A little bit janky, but if it's stupid and it works, it's not stupid. Maybe. If anyone's ever actually said that. Right. Cool. So we have nice. Let's try again. That's perfect now, isn't it? Check it still works. Yep. Cool. Okay, I think while we're here, we might as well move this out into a component now. So one of the things because last time when I did it, I kind of hard coded the inventory into the actual entity itself, so this dude. But I think if we can make it into a component, I think that'd be a lot better. Or we can make chickens run. I don't really mind too much. I just feel like we're on a trade saga right now. Might not be too bad, but the title of the stream was making chickens run, so I feel like people would be disappointed if I didn't make them run. Have some tea. Let's see, can I make like a start a poll? Mate, I'm gonna make a poll. Make chickens run. Make chickens earn. Make chickens run. Add vendor component. The adding the vendor component should be quite quick. Right, if anyone's there to do a poll, let me know. Let's see. It's like 3 or 4 people watching, so who knows. Make chickens run 100% so far. Wow, it's quite decisive. Oh, it's 50-50. Oh my god. Hopefully there's someone else here who can shift the balance between making chickens run and add a vendor component. Otherwise, we're in the same place as we always was. We'll give it like 30 seconds. Oh, add vendor components winning. Wow. Okay. I don't know, Adam. Everyone wants the vendor component. I think the vendor component should be quite quick. We'll see. I shouldn't say that because I just spent 30 minutes figuring out why something wasn't closing. But I guess that's how you learn, isn't it? You learn things by going through that. And yeah, big shout out to I also. Oh. We got 4 votes. It's 50-50. Oops. Wow, people. Right, we could do the vendor component quickly, and then let's see about the making chickens run, because I need to research how to make the chickens run properly. So some of that's in the chat. There you go. Cool. And also, yeah, just quick shout out to if anyone wants to join the Discord. Oh, nope. There you go. If anyone wants to join the Discord and show us what you've been making, feel free. That'd be cool. Always good to see. Okay, so I need to make a... So the deal where we are right now, I have a guy called Cactus Jack, and he has functionality for the inventory built into him. So it's kind of hard-coded into Cactus Jack. What I want to do is I want to take this functionality and put it in a node so that I can use that node on Cactus Jack, I can use it on anything, and we can kind of scale it out that way. And it should be quite simple because we have all the code here, and we should be able to make it relatively quick, he says. And let's see how it goes. So I want to create an area 2D because that's what we're using for the area. That's what we're using for the interaction area. Boom. So scene name, we call it vendor component. This is actually, I don't like this, but I think it's okay. I don't like calling everything a component because you end up having just so many files called this component, that component, this component, vendor component. But I guess it's okay because it is a component. Inventory component. No, this is going to be... I guess the idea of this is, yeah, it might be an inventory component. It's more something that you can trade, and not necessarily trade. So if it's a chest or something where you're not trading, you're just kind of moving things from one inventory to the other. But it's not strictly an inventory. It's something that you can interact with and trade items between. So I think vendor component or tradable component maybe. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, if you guys have a good idea for a name, let me know. So let's just add a child node. This is going to have to be collision because it always needs a collision. We need to add some sort of a shape. I don't think we need any specific shape as long as it's something. We'll just do a circle maybe, like that. It doesn't need to be any specific size. And then in the vendor component, we need to definitely add a script. We need to export we're going to need an inventory, which is an inventory. Let me just copy out Cactus Jack stuff, because this is what we're going to need. We won't need the signal though, I think, but we'll have to think of something different. This has a function called interact. Yep, we don't need process, we don't need this. I think we could just do it like this, vendor, and then we can return an inventory. Okay. And then what I need to do is instead of the start trade signal being on Cactus Jack, the start trade signal needs to be on the player. We don't need this. Oh no, we do. Start trade. And so what we do is we do start trade dot emit, and then we need to do right. So Cactus Jack's gonna have nothing in. Take all this out. Cactus Jack is just an empty shell of a man. Now he's just a man with a face. He just happens to have a vendor component, and the vendor component. I think I need to save this. Do I need to override his collision component? That doesn't make sense to me. I feel like I've already defined. Save all scenes. Okay, no, it's because I hadn't saved it. Okay, so here he has an inventory. Let's pass it an inventory. So we go to inventory. We go to Cactus Jack inventory. Boom. And then in player, we find the vendor component, which has the vendor. Let's call it vendor inventory. Is this the correct naming convention? I'm not sure. Snake case, or is it yeah, it's fine. Okay. No, we call it vendor. Let's just call it vendor. Keep it simple. So here, if I go into player, so get overlapping areas. So the player now will get overlapping areas. If it has the method vendor, we start trade dot emit, and we do interactable dot vendor. And then here, we don't need to do this. We just need to do player dot start. What do I call that thing again? Start trade. Let's rename that to trade started. So I think we want it to be right, we still need to handle multiple inputs. To do handle multiple inputs or interactables. Okay, where am I now? So we do player dot trade started dot connect, and then we do on trade started on trade started. Okay. Okay. And that has a chance of working. Perfect. Okay. Now we can add another person quickly just to test out that it's different. So, does anybody have a good name for a new character? I'm open to any name. Someone give me a name for a character and it's going in. Let's see. Start a QA. Oh, no. Hank. Yo, Andy, you okay? Look who it is, Andy. Join the Discord, Andy. Like, comment, subscribe. Right, we've got Hank. Hanky Panky. Oh, let's actually make this into NPCs. So we've got Hank so far. Hank's gonna be the man, I think. So NPCs, create folder. Okay, so we've got Hank. Let's create the man right now. So we need to do a character body 2D. His name is just going to be simply Hank. Yeah, I mean, it depends on how you want to do it, Adam. Either we make the name and then we find the sprite for the name, or we look at different sprites and then find a name for it. But I think if you start off with the name, I think it gives it a bit more character, doesn't it? I think you kind of find someone. I've got a bunch of little things that we can look and see who fits Hank the best, actually. Similar to Cactus Jack. So Cactus Jack doesn't even need a script anymore. So that's one of the nice things about the component thing is once it works, it is actually quite funky, though. It works pretty well. So these are collision shape 2D. Okay, let's add that. Collision shape. And this will need a shape, which will just be that. We get vendor components. Yeah, the composition works quite well, actually. And it was really easy to do. I think this is what I was trying to explain before in the previous video, where it's so easy to kind of jump into abstractions when really you kind of just get things working first, and then once you're in a good place, you can just make the abstraction quite easily, and it makes it a little bit simpler to kind of jump into. So he's got a vendor component. Let's make him. Let's see what we've got. Caveman 2. Is this Hank? If I can make that any bigger. Got Caveman 2. We've got. Oh damn! We've got Egg Boy. Damn! Some of these are quite cool. If I can zoom in on this. Caveman 2 seems okay. Flam. Okay. Oh, he looks like Hank. Master Hank. Wow, I've got quite a lot to choose from here. I mean, Hank could be a woman as well. There's nothing stopping Hank from being a woman. Is there any preference on gender? If not, I'll just make him a bit of an old guy. Hanketta. Yeah. I can make it so that the game has days and that Hank turns up as a woman like every Friday and Saturday, and Sunday, Monday, Tuesday he just comes up as Hank. Or if you go there after like 11 o'clock or something, he turns into Hanketta. I quite like that. Right, let's give Hanketta Oh yeah, it's a good one. Like what's the quest of RuneScape where you have to go to the makeover mage? You have to turn into a woman, but it's not you doing it. It's just you supporting Hank in his transition. How comes Hank heads on Fridays? The curse, yeah, yeah. Or you know, you go many ways with this. That's cool. I think Hank's cute as fuck. Right, let's give him. Let's add his face in. So add. We want to do a sprite, and then no, let's do animate. Animate sprite is a little bit easier. Yeah, that's it. The initiate quest. Oh yeah, because it's you have to go underground, and they say it's the Lord of the Rings thing where they say no man can beat me, and so you have to. Yeah, you have to change your gender to become a woman. I like that. That's cute, isn't it? Animated sprite, 2D, and then let's add in animation frame. I'm curious if any of you guys use VS Code to work in Godot, because I find Godot's a little bit. It's got a lot going on, I think, which is good if you know your way around, but it's also a little bit cool. Right, let's add Hanketta. Let's just call it default. That's fine. It'd be resources. Mystic Woods, sprites, characters. No, it's not that one. My bad. Ninja Adventure. Characters. What? Who was it again? Was it Old Woman? I forgot who Frank was. Lion. It's not Old Woman. Oh, it's just Woman. What about Old Woman? Is that a bit more? Nah, that's not Frank. That's not Hank, sorry. Oh god damn, look at that. Hank's beautiful. Right, it's a woman. Let's see. So we got 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. That's definitely Hank. Everybody knows Hank. Everyone in the whole village knows Hank. Oh, I should do it. His default will be that. Right, let's put Hank on the map. I need to give Hank an inventory. Right, let's put him on the map first. Oh god, I've got so many folders open. Looks like that face just screams, "Hey, I'm Frank." Yeah. Looks like the girly duck face. Yeah, and I imagine that's exactly what Frank would do, especially when when he's all dolled up. Oh my god. It's annoying that Frank has no legs. Hank, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. My bad. I'm bad with names. I'm just bad with names. I feel like I've disrespected Hank now and everything that he stands for. I do like that's their middle name. I think it needs to be Frank now. I do like Hank though, because it could be short for Hanky Panky. His last name is that a bit too much if his last name was Panky? Is that you can have Hank Pank? No. Oh, maybe that's just Hank Frank Smith. Yeah. Maybe it's a little bit too much if his name was Hanky Panky. I think it's a little bit too pushing too much of an agenda at that point. Right, so we've got Hank on there. We need to make an inventory for Hank. And then the next thing is, what does Hank sell? I mean, I don't really have much for him to sell right now. But I'd have to make everything for him to sell. But, so if we go into Inspector, let's create an inventory for Hank. Size is, I think it's 15, right? I think Hank might just have to sell lots of carrots for now. There's a way for me to copy and paste all this. Let's save that as so we need to go to inventory. Let's do NPC. Hank inventory. And then if we just give Hank the inventory, that should just work. It's gonna be interesting. I've not tested it with multiple things right now, but okay. Hank's hanky panky carrots. Oh god, don't walk into that. There he is. Damn. Buy all his carrots. Okay. Now we can even sell. We could take all of Hank's carrots and just sell it to the other guy. Just buy Hank out. Ruin his life. Okay. Nah, we're not far from having like 5 different vendors at this point. I'll say we have that. That seems a bit loud. Right. Andy, do you have a story planned, or are you making it up as you go along? I'm making it up as I go along. I need to have something planned out. So this is like, actually, that's a really good question, because the problem with this is everything takes so long that if you have no plan and you just make random things, unless it kind of all works out in the end, which is okay, you just kind of spend loads of time making random things, and then it may or may not work. But one thing that I want to do is, so I have this overworld RPG where you go around and you'll have some quests. I don't know how much you've seen of like what I've done, but you got like some different areas and some different bits and bobs. And this is like a classic like RPG like Zelda. But then I also want to make it so that part of the game is that you go into this Vampire Survivors kind of thing, which is where you go in here, and now I can attack and have combat, and things will spawn and come in and attack you, and I want to kind of combine those two things. So an overworld RPG with like a Vampire Survivors kind of like, you know, like just constant mob spawning. You kill them, you get some sort of XP or gold, you go back to the overworld, you can like sell the items or something, or you can buy the items. And then I can start making like quests and like an overarching story. So it's something that I'm thinking about, and I've got a lot of ideas. But the main thing right now is, how does this dungeon and the overworld, how do they kind of like interact with each other? So it's kind of like, I want the player to be able to do quests in the RPG. That makes this easier. So you could do quests, you could get items in the RPG part. That'll make this easier. But also, when you're here, you're gaining XP or something. And so they both kind of help each other out, but it's just trying to find a way that both of them kind of support each other, so you can go into one thing and then the other thing, and you know, if you're bored of killing these, or these are too strong, if you do some quests, it actually makes this easier. But for that, you need, like, this has to provide something that you want, and maybe it's like items or something that you can sell. That's what I was thinking, is here, if you, or this is like a boss, essentially. So yeah, one thing I was thinking is that this could be a boss that you have to beat, but at the start it's too difficult. So either you kind of like grind this out and then do some quests in the overworld to get some better items, so you got more health, more damage, and then finally you can go here and defeat the boss. And then how that looks like story-wise in terms of like if I go into the overworld now, like, this is a portal in the middle of the sea, but this could be anything. This could be part of a story or a quest where you go do something and then this portal spawns and then you have to go in. So I'm just kind of getting the basics in and then trying to think of a clever way of setting it all together. Gotcha. Now for the on-exit inventory restock. Yeah, the inventory restock is going to have to be a thing. Crafting recipes from quests, and then just have standard walls and materials for dungeons, starting to bottleneck the mobs. So crafting recipes from quests and have standard, nothing big and complicated to make a crafting game, but just stuff to make it interesting. Yeah, that's a good idea. So, or maybe when you do quests, you get, like a recipe, and then you have to kind of get to a certain point in the dungeon to unlock something that could be used to create it, and then that does it. Reminds me a bit of Chrono Trigger. Yeah, I think I've not personally played Chrono Trigger, but I think it was a big like the original Square Enix game, is it? Or I know it's a big RPG thing, isn't it? Damn. You know what the best thing about doing this is?
Hey everybody, this is Ben Hansen with MinMax, and here's a quick summary of Chrono Trigger, but really, you should just go play this game on your own. Just go do that, please. The game starts out so simple and so sweet. It's just a kid named Chrono excited to go to a fair. So Chrono wakes up, gets out of bed, doesn't drag a comb across his head. Here's Marl. Don't worry, she's not dead. And she grows on you. The fair's pretty cool, but pay attention. The game does an amazing job of foreshadowing and connecting back to itself. Your friend Luca created a teleporter from the fly, basically, and Chrono has zero hesitation to help show it off. Marl disappears. Chrono has zero hesitation to follow her. He's just a good kid, who also has amazing sword skills that aren't ever really explained. So now you're in 600 AD, and you meet a sword-wielding frog, I forget his name. Your girl Marl disappears in the most chilling way possible. Chrono Trigger's time travel rules are Back to the Future rules, but it's also the Looper rule of just have fun and don't think too much about it. It's saying that Avengers Endgame is bullshit. So you basically make everything right between Marl and her ancestors, but in your timeline everything isn't quite right, and the justice system is all out of whack, and you're put on trial, and it turns out the game recorded and remembered every single thing you've ever done. It's kind of the Alexa of its day. Of course, you escape from the cruel justice system of the present by blowing up its robot dragon, and you jump ahead to the year 2300, which should be glorious. It's not glorious! You basically meet the survivors in the desert of the real. They're constantly starving to death, but they can't die thanks to this handy Intertron, so that's cool. Look, this section is weird, but it's short. We thought it looked cool at the time. You repair your new best bud Robo, and it turns out that the reason humans are starving and robots are bullies from 80s films is something called Lavos partied like it was 1999 and destroyed the planet. So here's the new big picture goal for the game. Stop this thing called Lavos. And because time travel is weird, you meet a creepy old man at what's called the end of time, which becomes your trippy home away from home. So you go back to your time thanks to a portal in some fiend's cupboard. Somehow they don't mind. It turns out they're all more focused on worshipping the Fiend Lord, whose name is Magus, and he's from the year 600. You know Sephiroth's sword, the Masamune? It turns out it's comprised of two boys. I'm sorry, two ancient freaks. You want to give the sword to Frog, but it's broken and needs some redstone to repair, something that hasn't been around for millions of years. So you're out of luck. That's the end. Wait, no, time travel. Let's go. You go back to 65 million BC. You know, before Chrono, and you meet a wild woman named Ayla that drinks and flirts and punches. happening everywhere. Reptiles hate lightning. So you get the redstone. This blacksmith named Melchior from the fair fixes the Masamune, runs it over to Frog, and he kind of needs to unpack things a bit emotionally before he grabs it because he's a better being than this world deserves. So you see his best buddy Cyrus used the sword to try and defeat Magus. It didn't go well. Magus and his goon landed a devastating blow on Cyrus and then burned him alive. And then turned Glenn into a frog. So Frog emotionally rallies and cuts a damn mountain in half to lead to Magus' sincerely scary castle. The music and vibe of this place is unnerving. And they love Donkey Kong here.
Right, let's see how much I've done so far. Okay, only 1 hour 20, but not too bad. It feels like longer than that. Swear so young boy down the good. Right, okay. So that's vendors done, basically. Now we need to figure out how to make a chicken run. And let's clear this up first. We don't need Cactus Jack anymore. That's handled a lot better. Oh, start fishing, we also need to get rid of this. Player gold label. Okay. So let's see what we're doing. So factor the trade to a component. That was got from equals to done. Add in player stats and items. So one of the things I need to do. Yo, yeah. Thanks for showing up, Andy. Yeah, thanks for the support, bro. Have a nice night. Enjoy your night. So one of the big things I need to do is like gold, like XP gold, and how I handle that, and probably a similar. I need to make a component essentially. As I think when you get into composition, I think everything needs to be a component at this point. Can I see your base item script? Yes, inventory item. Let's have this right now. So, yeah, inventory item, we have name, texture, sell price, untradable. Just because, so the idea, Adam, with the chickens, is we have the quest where you need to find and collect 3 chickens for the farmer. And how that's going to do is, like, the chicken will become an item, basically. You pick the you interact with the chicken, it becomes an item. And then you can trade it to the farmer. Essentially, that's going to be the simplest quest that we can do. Okay, let's just check everything's all okay. Yep, it is. But yeah, there's some additional things we need to do. So add in player stats and items. So gold, XP. We need to handle that. Oh, we've got an XP and leveling system. Add in player stats. Yes, things will need to be stackable. I think. But yeah, I think they will need to be stackable, so we need to handle that as well, which won't be too bad because how do we handle that? Which might not be too bad. I think we just need to, instead of having an array of items, we'll have an array, but we might also need just like a map so that we can store, store multiples of the same thing essentially. No, not that. Not a map. I'm not too worried about that right now, but it will make sense. So I don't want someone to sell 15 carrots. It's like carrots could be stackable, but maybe other things might not be stackable. You know, kind of like RuneScape, essentially. Swear saw a young boy down in the gutter. He was starting to roam in the heat. Just add a ball. Just add a ball, then add a label to the slot. And when you update the slot, checks if the item is there and if the item is stackable. So just add a ball. Add a ball to say if it's stackable or not. And add a label to the slot. Yep, that's fine. Then when you update the slot, check for if the item is there and if the item is stackable, then add an amount. Yes, but then Yeah, but I think there's some issues with that, right? So when you check the items there, and if the item is stackable, then add an amount. But then how do you know if you've hit the inventory capacity? So say, for example, if you have an array of 50 things because you have 50 carrots, how do you handle the capacity without some sort of map to show which one was unique or not? So I think you will need a map at some point to do some of the logic, essentially. Max amount. Yeah, but you'd essentially need the max amount of unique items, right? You need a max amount of stackable, but you'd also need a max amount of... Oh, okay, if max don't collect by, I'll put it into a new slot. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. We can look at that at the time, but yeah, that's gonna be an interesting thing. It won't be too bad, but it will be an interesting challenge. There's gonna be a few edge cases in there that we'll have to think about. Right, let's try and make a chicken run. Oh my god, let's see. What have we got so far with the chicken? Okay, so the chicken is an area 2D, which is already not good. We need to make it a character body. Is this going to break everything? Character body 2D. Maybe that's still all okay. This is why you track the logic on the slot inventory. Okay. Yeah. Well, we can have a look at that. I'll add that into... we'll add that in. Add in stackable items. First quest, add in player stats, move it to the backlog as well. You need an inventory that takes an array inventory slot, then the slot tracks the data, and the inventory just updates the slot and sees if they're empty or if there's an item. This is all during the Great Refactor. Yeah, the Great Refactor. Oh. Wait, well, so I just moved something by accident. What was that? Yeah, and oh god, I'm sorry, I keep moving things. It's ruining everything. There's the Great Refactor, and then there's also just adding in extra functionality. And right now, I've only got 3 items, so I haven't had to think about the stackable thing, but I will need to do it because you don't want an inventory of 15. You don't want an inventory of 15 carrots. Or maybe you do. I know Hank does. Right, so the chickens work. We now need to make the chicken run. Okay. And for that, we are going to add an area 2D so that we have an area around the chicken. So, this is the plan. We have the player. We have the chicken. The chicken has, maybe I need to zoom out a little bit. The chicken has an area around him where if the player enters the chicken, and this is the thing that I haven't quite figured out yet, is if the player enters from this side, the chicken will run this way. Now, if the player enters from the top, the chicken will then run in the opposite direction, which is okay. But the thing I haven't thought about is, what about if the player enters from an angle? Do we... So say, for example, the player is here and it's walking down. Do we... imitate the player and go in the opposite direction, or do we do some strange kind of interpolation to see where about it is, and then go, okay, it's actually, this is 2, and then this is 3. He's closer to this side, so we run this way. Alternatively, if this was 2 and this is 3, we'd run like that. So I feel like we might need some sort of maths at some point, or some nice way of handling it. But I think the easiest way that we could just do it is that whatever velocity the player's going, we just match that. So we just run. I think this is the simplest way. Pick a number of -1, 0, 1, and put random into a vector, and then have a timer countdown before choosing a random number to choose a new direction. Yeah. You mean to add some variance to where it's running? Yeah. Well, and also you could do some stuff like with pathfinding maybe. So one of the things is if there's a building. So say for example here, and this isn't too much of a problem because we can make the map, because this is going to be part of a quest, and so we can put the chickens in annoying places where when you go to touch it, it's going to run. Maybe there's like a hole here that only the chicken can get down or something, but we can make it so it's annoying because we could just say, okay, the player can only come from this direction, therefore the chicken's going to run through here, and you have to follow it and send it through, and you need to kind of, it's like the old Pokemon puzzles where you have to kind of like trap it into somewhere where it can't run. But I think the easiest way right now is probably just to yeah, Sheep Shearer 2.0. Essentially, yeah, chicken shearer. But I think the easiest thing that we could do right now is just we match the velocity of the player. How that works in terms of the actual code in Godot, I'm not 100% sure. But I think it should be relatively easy, or at least like if we know the direction that the player's going, which should be fine. We match that, and then the chicken does that as well. So it's time to make chickens run. That's what everyone's turned up for. And it'll be the same thing. I'll make it as part of the chicken, and then we can add, it as a component afterwards. Need a new NPC for the old man. Call him Colonel Sanders for the chicken quest. That's actually maybe not Colonel Sanders, but I wasn't thinking of Colonel Sanders. But that's what I'm doing with the farm. Is yeah. Actually, I do like that. I like that. Yeah. It's like he's a farmer. You're helping him find his chicken, but then conveniently helping him find some spice. And then the reward that you get is like you get like a nice pie, like an unidentified pie. You can make it even more like interesting by it's not just chickens. You have to get various different animals, and then you get an unidentified pie at the end, and then you eat it, and then maybe some other time you might find out like what animal was part of that. Like he's lost his sheepdog as well, or something like that. Or his duck, or his hippo, and then suddenly it's disappeared somewhere. You go, hey, where's the hippo that I found gone? And he's like, don't worry about that. He's like in his building sleeping. Name a private and update the rank after every quest, and he opens a restaurant. Yeah, nice. A lot of good ideas here. Okay, so this is an area. We could call this runaway. Runaway area. I'm guessing this be a square collision. This doesn't matter too much. Let's do something quite simple. Rectangle. Let's do 100? 100, 100. Oh, God. I don't know why I ran that. Okay, we're gonna have to add a script onto this. Right. There's a few things I want to look at as well. Like, I have concepts of a finite state machine in here, but I've not solidified a good approach to a finite state machine, which might be part of the Great Refactor. It might be worth kind of writing down some of the things that in the Great Refactor we go through, but I think one of them is going to be finite state machine, making sure components are correctly created, and then how I handle kind of like the data side of it, like the inventories, the stats, so that like, we can prepare for like saving and loading the game, I guess. Okay, so process. I guess. Oh, we don't even need process either. We just need. Right. Let's just do it the simplest way we can. So we'll do. We've got the area 2D on the chicken, and let's do body entered. Oh no, we don't want that there. We want this on the area 2D node. Disconnect, I guess. Body entered. That one. If body dot is in. Let's do body is apparently in node 2D. Body dot is in group player. Ooh, okay. This is where it's. I guess. This is where it's a little bit difficult because this needs to have a reference to the character now. So let's remove the script. We can abstract this a little bit later. Remove that. And then let's just check if this is okay here. So we've got the script here. Let's just do chicken look good. And then here we can do node, disconnect, body entered. This is useless. Body entered. We got node 2D. We've got void. Let's do that. So if the body is a group player. Oh. Okay, let's see. Godot, get the velocity. Is it the velocity that we want? Let's just check character body 2D. Let's check. So what do we have? We have velocity. Is velocity what we want? Up direction. Motion mode. Get real velocity. Let's get real velocity. Returns the current real velocity since the last call to move and slide. Get position delta. Returns the travel position delta that occurred. Ooh, get position delta sounds quite good. Make it be anybody, so it runs up to a vendor at MC change direction. Oh yeah, no, that's a good shout. Yeah, there's a few things that we need to do with all the animals in general. Is like adding some sort of patrol so that they like randomly kind of move around a little bit, and then it's cool. It's really cool how you can kind of see how one little thing can kind of become a really big part of a game. You know, just having something that runs away from things it completely changes. I think you can kind of take that out and make it into such a big thing. So, get position delta. Is that what we want? Var travel equals body dot get angle to. Ooh, get relative transform to parent. Wow, there's a lot of really helpful functions on here. How do I make an NPC that runs away from the player? One common approach to entity movements is by using steering behaviors. These are techniques that can be used to generate a wide variety of movement and behaviors, from simple ones like chase and flee to more complex ones like flocking and formation. Plus, it saves good tutorials. I'd like to use one that is about fleeing. That's cool. So you want a roaming funk and a flee funk? Yes, essentially. I think right now I'm just focusing on the flee one. But, flee and arrival, okay. So running away. Desired velocity. So the seek behavior described previously is based on two forces that push the character towards the target. Okay. But for the flee one, oh, okay. We just... equals desired velocity minus velocity. Interesting. Okay, so desired velocity equals, we normalize, we do the position minus the target times the max velocity, which I guess is the speed, right? And then steering equals desired velocity minus velocity. Interesting. I can't say that that immediately makes any sense to me. Oh, okay. Opposite was even the player spots in the middle of the screen's position edited in top left. Oh, so this guy has kind of already figured it out. It doesn't seem that difficult. It's just player position minus position dot normalize times chase speed. Player equals body print a real velocity. Okay. Right, so let me think about this a little bit right now. So let's do var is bool equals true. Oh, false, sorry. Let's do it simple without a state machine. But is being chased equals true. And then we can have a cool. Set that false. Let's do the underscore so that it's private. Okay. Oh, let's add okay. So now we need to figure out the code that we need to anims is not declared in the current block. Oh, it's because I've got it twice. Okay. So, how do we handle movement in a character body 2D? Let's have a look. Because we have a specific function for it, which is, I believe, physics process. Move and slide. So let's put in physics process. Onto the chicken. If is being chased. Ooh. Okay, no, we can't do it like this because we need to know if the player is there. Okay. Bar chased by equal or character body 2B here. Equals nope. Chased by. This is a little bit janky, but wait. It's a little bit janky, but let's just see if we can get it working first. If we can get the chicken running away in it by any means, I'll be quite happy with that. Okay, so if it's being chased, we essentially want to. Apparently, this person here thinks he knows how he's doing it. Sport speed int equals, let's just do 15 for now. It's with our speed. This guy apparently has the answer. Chase by. And then we do speed is fine. I feel like this is going to run after the guy, but hopefully it should do something. Oh, script inherits from native character body 2D, so it can't be assigned to an object of type area. Script inherits from native type character body 2D, so it can't be assigned to an object of area 2D. I'm guessing this is because I changed the type of the node. Oh no, it still doesn't like it. Ooh, okay. Let's just fill these out quickly. Void body is a node 2D. Same here. Body has no static type. Yep, cool. We don't care about that. Line 1. Yeah, so script inherits from native type character body 2D, so it can't be assigned to an object. So what happened was the chicken was originally an area 2D, and I changed the chicken to be a character body 2D. But I thought if I changed this here, this was okay. I don't know why it's complaining. Spectre. Yeah, I'm not sure why this is complaining right now. So it's script inherits from a native type character body 2D, so it can't be assigned to an object type of area 2D. But where is the area 2D? This is a character body 2D now. So I changed it. Unless there's just something else I have to do. Maybe you have to disconnect and reconnect the area to the child. Was that post? That was post change. Yeah, the first thing I did was I changed. But I know Godot's a little bit weird sometimes with this, where you if you change a node type or you know, it can be a little bit strange. The runaway area. Yeah, the runaway area is afterwards, but also it's complaining about this line here, which is extending character. So if I did area 2D here, this probably won't complain, but it shouldn't, because I've changed the. It isn't like that. But it shouldn't complain about that because I did change the type. Oh, it doesn't like the fact that this is an empty branch. So I'm guessing this will work. So look, script inherits from native type area 2D, so it can't be assigned to an object of type character body 2D. Okay, so we'll change it back to character body 2D. Okay, I think this might just be a bit of a weird bug when you change the type of a node halfway through. There's nothing wrong with this. Okay, right, let's just oh Jesus, why did I have to do that? Create new. Is there anything that I could do to kind of just Did you try holding down the power button for 10 seconds then restarting the system? No. Sorry. But what I will do is I might restart this goddamn node. But I might just detach and reattach script. That might do it. Hi, No Skill Games, by the way. Nice to see you here. Detach. Let's just copy it just in case. Detach script. If not, I'll just remake the node. That's why this is a bug. Alt F4 works as a quick fix. That definitely does work, Martin. There's no bugs if. Okay, there are no bugs if the application's not open. So if you just don't make a game either, there's no bugs if you don't make a game. Let's do this quickly then. So let's go chicken. Oh no, this is gonna be a nightmare. This is gonna be a nightmare. Because I have all the chickens here. Let's see if it loads the 2D bigger. Okay. Script inherits from native type character 2D, so it can't be assigned to an object of area 2D. This is this is slightly baffling. Change type to character body 2D. Is there something that I'm missing, like a setting somewhere? Oh, that's a good shout. Oh God, what's going on here? Hi Alex Merkin, you okay? Maybe restart the editor. Yeah, but maybe Martin was right. The Alt F4 works as a quick fix. Like, maybe you're absolutely true. Right. At this point, I might actually. Oh, is that because I was playing? If not, I'll just have to remake the chicken maybe. But I've got like 6 of them dragged onto the map right now, so it's you know, I want to avoid having to drag my mouse 6 times. So instead I'll spend 10 minutes restarting the software. Right, fingers crossed everybody. Let's go. No, it's not like that. Let me just Google this actually. Script inherits from native type. This is insane. So it says the script is associated with a specific node. The script must extend that type of node. So at the top, it must match the node type. So it extends node 2D. So you get this error. Extends first there. So to fix it, change the extends line in the script to match the node type the script is attached to. Well, it is attached to a character 2D. But if I change it to an area 2D, it's also going to complain. Unless, script inherits from native type area 2D, so it can't be assigned to object type character body 2D. I think if I make this character body 2D now, if I change type, this might work. Animate sprites. Okay, why is this not here? Oh god. What is going on? The chickens have destroyed everything. Attempt to call play in base null instance on a null instance. Okay. Something. Right. We're going to have to go nuclear. We're going to have to go nuclear. We're going to have to... The only thing we can do right now is destroy, recreate the chickens. What a nightmare. I do find Godot has quite a few problems. If you try and change things midway through, it doesn't react to that very well. Especially if you duplicate things as well. You have a little bit of, it has an issue with that. So chicken just needs collision shape. Oh god, it needs the animated sprite. Hopefully I can save this. Save the chicken2 chicken.tres animation. Let's do animate sprite 2D, and let's see if this animation's all saved, because that'll be very nice. Nice. Okay, so we're not actually too bad. We'll do this quite quickly. So we create this. We delete all the physics stuff because our chickens don't need physics. They go beyond physics. Boom. Let's not do any extends in here. Yeah, it makes it easier, more complicated both at once. Yeah, like it does a lot of things for you, but then it also doesn't. One of the things I want to do right now is move things into different folders. And I just know that's going to break things. So like I have an NPC folder with Hank, but I want to move like enemies and other Cactus Jack. I want to move all the other NPCs into this folder, but I know it's going to break everything, and so I'm going to have to do it very, very slowly and move things around and try not to break everything, which I've done right now. But as they say, to make an omelette, you have to break some eggs. So we might not need that. Animate sprite 2D, that'll be okay. And then we just have a runaway area, which can I just let's just do this. What's this complaining about now? No collision shape. Okay. So the chicken has a collision shape. When you move things, just erase the green text and stuff, and then just click and drag after you moved it to change the path, and that should fix most of it. Oh, do you mean like the references to the different 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 nodes. So this is okay. We need the runaway area now. So let's add an area 2D. Then we're gonna have to replace all the chickens on the map, which is kind of annoying, but so let's do that. 100. Dude is freaking out. Oh wait. Node not found. Item expect relative to root chickens runaway area. I think something bugged out a little bit here. So if I do that. Wait, oh, I wonder if that was the problem. Oh, wait. Hold the horses. Maybe that was the problem. This might work now. Oh, wait. Oh, nice. 2 hours. Excellent. Yeah, thanks for everybody who's watching and putting up with my shit. We have a Discord where we're all chilling on and sharing some different game ideas. So if anybody wants to join the Discord, if you make games or like making games or do anything fun or creative like that, check it out. We're happy to have you there. I know why this was not working, and it's a very silly thing. So if I change the type now, put the character body 2D, this will probably work. Yeah, okay. Let's see what the chicken does. Oh, the chicken runs towards me. Damn, okay. Oh my god. Maybe I should make the chickens catch me. Damn, he's cute as fuck. Sorry for my language. Where are the other chickens? Let me turn off the... So yeah, if anyone was wondering what the problem was, is because on the runaway area, I had the script set as chicken.gd, and so it was that this was trying to call the script, and that's what caught me out. I'm a little bit worried to delete that. Go to the script really quick. I'm at it. Oh, is it turning it round? Oh, let me delete this folder. Yeah, we'll play a little bit around with. Oh damn! Well, he's quite easy to catch, isn't he? I think I need to make a chicken who's hard to catch. Yeah, I think we're onto it, Adam. I think we are. I think we're making chickens run. Okay. What we need to do is make it faster, and then let's put a chicken in a. I know what we can do. Let's be quite fun. We can open up this pen. It's been a little while since I've done anything on the map. Let's go to the trees one. Oh. We can open up this pen, and then the chickens can all... and the chickens can all be in here. So let's do this. Boop. Boom. I don't have any gates, unfortunately, but... let's make the chickens run. Oh yeah. Oh god, that chicken's. I think the chicken might even be faster than the player, which would be quite annoying. Hey. Oh, okay. Something's weird here. Hey. Something's very weird. So the so the chickens, they flee in a certain direction. So you say, let's play a little bit around with this. So let's try and figure out actually what's going on here. So we have the position of the person plus their position normalized. Oh god, what the hell? So I just start putting in random plus minuses to see if this works. Check if they're set to grounded, change them to flying. Would that make them fly over obstacles? Oh, okay. Wow, it was as easy as that. Right, let's get chicken out in the open. And let's make him faster. Let's make him... Let me see what the player is. So check for the ground, change them to flying. That's why I said a random -1, 0, 1 as a vector 2 to change. As this is a top-down game. Yeah, I've not played around with the floating thing. What does that do? Change the motion mode to floating for top-down RPG. Should I be setting the player as floating as well? Hi Tengen Topka. Nice to see you. Okay. Where does it? Let me add a chicken into the open. Let me just close this. Don't save. Don't need that. Let me just add a chicken into the open so that we can really hunt this chicken, you know. Right. Is this chicken gonna run away forever? Potentially. Let's make the collision shape 150 as well. So because otherwise they only slide in the floor/ceiling. We're floating, they slide smoothly in any direction. Okay. I can't say that I understand, but I did it. They only slide in the floor/ceiling. Right. Let's go catch this goddamn chicken. Or maybe not catch it. Okay, well that was easy. Wow. So that kind of works, but I feel like something's a little bit... Maybe I need to make this into a circle. I felt like that was a little bit strange. I don't know if it's because it's a square, and so when I come in at the corner of the square, it you know, it kind of responds incorrectly. Okay, well that really just, that's not very natural, is it? Let me just have a little quick look. Godot, rounded, floating. Player floating above ground. What's this called again? This is a motion mode. to 8-way movements, we've got rotation, click and move. How do I see, where do I see how it just breaks down the difference between floating and grounded? So grounded applies when notions of wall, ceiling, and floors are relevant. In this mode, the body will react to slopes. This mode is suitable for sided games like platformers. Applies when there is no notion of floor or ceiling. All collisions will be reported on wall. In this mode, when you slide, the speed will always be constant. This mode is suitable for top-down games. It's more noticeable when things follow you instead, like you did a moment ago. Things get stuck on your head / under instead of walking around you. Oh, so that's why when I do this, this happens. Ah, okay. Well, give it a second. It takes like a few seconds for everything to come through. That's why everything starts going like that. Oh, because they think I'm some sort of floor or something. Okay. Oh, awesome. Okay, that's quite funny because when I first started doing it, I saw the word grounded and floating, and I was like, well, he is on the ground, so he's grounded. And I thought floating was like, oh, he's flying through the air. So, you know. Oh, wow, that's awesome. Damn. It's good that I have a lot of people a lot more smarter than me to tell me what to do. Let's see. That chicken still moves a little bit weird. I don't like that, but let's see how these collisions work now. Can I turn off the? Oh, it's still on. Let's see how this works now. I was wondering how to fix that, and I think I even had a comment in one of the videos saying, "Oh, in my game this happens as well." Oh, okay, that's a lot more natural. Oh, that's awesome. Okay. Right. Let's have a look at this chicken and see if the chicken is moving how I want the chicken to move. So if I was a player and I saw the chicken and I want the chicken bad, you know, I'm going to go and grab it. As, like so. Why? Okay. They're very, very susceptible to the angle I'm going at. So if I go here, okay, it's going to go like that. I mean, does this feel natural? I'm not sure. It's also looking in the wrong way, which doesn't help, but that's kind of funny, isn't it? Right, we have to get the chicken from here. Okay. I think the problem is because it's so mathematically correct, it makes it a little bit strange. Maybe it's just because I know the radius and stuff. Maybe if you didn't know that there was a circle here and if you entered it, they'd move. I think it's just because it's so mathematically opposite to where I'm going. It makes it seem a little bit... Oh my god. Yeah, they run at the exact angle you're going in. So it's a little bit too perfect. Do you know what I mean? I think it's like... you'd kind of expect them to just kind of pick one direction and go for it. That's it. Ideally, they would evade rather than repel. Hey, Steven. Ideally, they would evade. Game development. I'm guessing that this is quite a common topic in game development, isn't it? You have multiple movement types, right? You have like flee, seek. So yeah, maybe they just need to pick one direction and just gun for it for a while until they run away. I think this is kind of... It's a little bit of a start, isn't it? So, I got chickens running. How are we looking for time? 2 hours, 15 minutes. Okay. Uh-oh. Don't mean to do that. Godot, flee versus evade. So this is steering behaviors. Game steering behaviors. Flee path, flee steering. the GRE, the Great Refactoring Era. Yeah, maybe it's also a problem for when I was in university, I did do a few game development courses, and so at some point I did learn things like this, like pursuit evasion. Okay, so evasion is analogous. Wow, okay, if anybody can pronounce that word better than me, I'll compliment you. So pursuit is similar to seek, except that the target is another moving character. Okay. Effective pursuit requires a prediction of the target's future position. Okay. So, I don't know if this is going to be... Target offset equals target minus position, distance equals length, target offset. No, this is arrival, I think. Wonder, path following. Wow, we're really starting to get into the... This is games programming now, isn't it? If we weren't sure that it was games programming before, this is definitely games programming. Analogous. Sounds reasonable to me. Evasion. Okay, so target in the future. I'm guessing evasion just adds a little bit more because you have to predict where the target is in the future. It adds a little bit more kind of oh, this doesn't seem that bad, really. Although the code isn't similar to I don't know what code this is. I don't know what programming language this is, but so the distance equals the target position minus position. Updates ahead equals distance dot length divided by the max velocity. And the future position. So the future position is the target position plus the velocity times updates ahead. Distance length minus... I'm guessing distance length is... Oh no. Obstacle avoidance. This is where someone just does the maths for me. You set your navigation and apply the velocity. Navigation.get next location, is that a thing? Set velocity. Collision avoidance. Okay, right. I think so. What have we done today? We managed to get trading actually working correctly. So now we have trading with multiple NPCs that isn't completely buggy. We managed to make chickens that can kind of run, and maybe run a little bit too much. So what do we need to do next? We need to... I want to make the quest where the farmer makes you collect his 3 chickens. So, to complete that, we need to be able to pick up chickens. We need to interact. Pick up chickens. And then we just need to make it so that you can we need to make quest items. So that when you pick up the chicken is a quest item that you can trade with the farmer. And then essentially just make some sort of like quest tracking, so we know you have to start the quest, you have to where the fuck are the chickens? Things we need to do. So chickens, pick up chickens, can pick up chickens. Chickens are an inventory quest item. Need to start and finish the quest. We need the farmer. Cool. I think we've kind of got the plan of action. Yeah. Okay. Cool. I think I'm going to jump off, guys. I need to go and eat some food, stuff like that. But thank you to everybody who turned up. If you guys want, we have a Discord where we talk about game development, and we're trying to get some different bits and bobs like art, game design, stuff like that. So check out the Discord. But thank you very much for turning up. Shout out Adam. Thank you to everybody who helped me as well. Helped my stupid brain. But yeah, thanks a lot, guys, and I'll see you guys next time.